What is going on, guys? So in this video, I am going to show you guys how to light and shoot a corporate interview. Let's get it. So in this video, I'm really going to focus more so on lighting versus audio. But pretty much the gist is with audio, you can either do a lapel mic or have a shotgun mic right above your subject. But that's pretty much self-explanatory. But in this video, I'm going to focus on composition and lighting. So I have a mock interview set up in my room here, and I'm just going to walk you guys through what each light is doing and my thought process behind the lights and what lights I'm using. So the first thing I have is a key light right here. I have a fill light over here, then I have a backlight above me. And this is the typical 3-point lighting. This 3-point lighting, that's what it is. Sometimes you can get away with one light depending on where you are. But a lot of times I rarely ever use my fill light because I like it to be a little darker on this side depending on the job. But a lot of like commercial corporate looks, you would want that high key bright look. But more so for a documentary, you will cut the fill light off depending on how dramatic it is. So I'm gonna show you guys what each light look like by itself, and we can go from there. Okay, so this is just the key light. This is coming off over here. This is about I think it's at like 10 or 20%. It's literally right off. Like I can touch it right here. The reason why you want your key light to be so close to your subject is because the closer it is, the softer you get and the better wraparound you get on the face. So I usually keep my key light, depending on if I can, I keep it literally arm's length from my subject in most cases. But you can get away with this look. This looks really moody. This is more so like a documentary, cinematic look. And just a side note, when you're doing an interview, you don't want the subject looking off like on the camera. You want them looking like right off on the camera, typically right next to the camera, right in this eye line right here. But you just look off to the camera and they're talking to another person conducting an interview. And that's just how it is when you're doing interviews. If you're doing more commercial work, then you would have them looking directly into the lens. But 9 times out of 10 when you're doing interviews, you have them off to the camera, and you always want your camera, all your cameras, if you're doing 2 cameras, you always want to shoot on the darker side of the face. Because if you shoot on the darker side of the face, it's more cinematic. You get more shape to the face versus shooting on the other side. So always have your camera opposite of the key light. Always. You shoot on the dark side of the face if you can. If you can't, then try to rearrange if you can. Do whatever you can to shoot on the darker side of the face. And if you're looking off to the side here, you can see I'm looking at my monitor over here. You can see how I have more space on this side because I'm looking off to this side, so I want more space here. And what that does, it leaves room to put lower thirds under here or a logo or something. But if I was to be over here looking off this way, it doesn't look appealing. I dropped my phone. It doesn't look appealing, so you would want to be more so, have that room. And if I'm looking this way, have more room this way. Vice versa if I was to, So this is just my fill light over here, just to lift the shadows on this side of my face a little bit. So this is what it looks like with the fill light by itself. This actually looks pretty cool. So it's kind of creepy. That's a pretty cool lighting setup. And this is the backlight by itself. You can see the reason why I'm getting a lot of haze for my backlight is because I'm using a black Pro Mist filter, 1/8 Tiffin Black Pro Mist filter. And that's how I'm getting that haze and that glow behind me with the light. And I can honestly bring the backlight down a lot. It don't have to be that strong, honestly. That's 1%. So on, yeah, that is cool. This is a really cool lighting setup right here. Then let's see what it look like with the fill light and the backlight. Now that's a cool lighting setup. I mean, this is interesting. Like interrogation, kind of. But let's turn everything back on. And this is what it is. You get that high key look. Now this looks really cool. Now if you want to go a step further and be extra, you can throw lights in the background. Like if I wanted to, let's see if I wanted to, you know, make it more stylized, like echo turn on lamp. Now I add a little bit of light back there, just to make it look more, I guess, I don't know. It looks cool with the light. Actually, I like it. I like this setup, actually. So I'm talking to the interviewer, and I'm like, hey, my name is, and I'm conducting my interview, and blah, blah, blah. And this is a really good setup, actually. I really like this. This might be my new talking head setup. Nah, I changed my talking head too much. But pretty much, overview, you got your key light right here. And you want it at a 45-degree angle pointing down because you want to get that Rembrandt lighting. I know we talked about it before on the channel. And then I have my fill light. And then I have my backlight. So again, and then I added a light back here for, you know, just whatever. And this light is warmer. I have it set to warm on purpose because these are all daylight balance lights. So I have that like warm white kind of in between tungsten and daylight, but more on the warmer side. So yes, that's pretty much it. If this video was helpful, I know it's really quick and simple, but if this video was helpful, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. We are going up and up. Subscribe to the channel, join the family, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.